to.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Listen to this one then. I got a warning from YouTube.
Oh, no, what have we done?
This was for Silver Surfers number 63. That's over 100 Silver Surfers ago, okay? And they sent me a warning because we were talking about, I gotta be careful now, about the stuff that begins with C. At the time, it was a big thing, you know? And we were talking about the things that you put in your arm to stop you getting it, sort of thing. You know what I mean?
All right. Yeah.
And so I got a warning of YouTube saying we were spreading misinformation. This is not a strike, but if we get another warning, it'll be counted as a strike for the same thing, okay? But you can take this test to see if you're worthy to take off the warning in January. So I did this YouTube test, asking me if I was good enough to be on YouTube, basically, if I knew my reglementation of YouTube. So I answered all them, and I got green crosses and all of them. It's nice, not crosses, ticks. And so then they got back to me saying, "Okay, well, you passed the test now. You are now eligible to take off the We will take off the warnings in January 2024. So we mustn't do anything bad until 2024.
Oh, right.
But it's not a strike, so we're okay. But imagine I get 3 strikes and all the videos are gone. I mean, gone, you know, except I've got them all recorded. But even my surf videos, everything will be gone off the channel. Yeah, it's radical, isn't it?
Yeah, so how do you Kipper, be there now in a minute? How do you know what you can do and what you can't do? Then? It's difficult.
Well, it's really hit or miss. You know, the algorithm, it changes all the time, and one word can trigger it off. In this case, it was a word which I won't mention now because it'll probably trigger it off again. Now I'm being watched. But you can get away with blue. You know, what have we been talking about on this and everything about that and this and that and the other thing, Afghan it and whatever, you know? Yeah. And nothing done at all. But then this slight thing here, the misinformation, whoop-la. So we're not giving any misinformation out at all. We're not giving any information out at all.
No.
On sides that have nothing to do with us.
It just seems crazy, though, that like roughly it's taken them 100 weeks to find it. Almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Almost 2 years to find it.
I mean, you know, ridiculous, isn't it?
It must be really.
Would somebody have to report it then, or something, perhaps?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. You know, I'm not the only one. There's a lot of YouTubers who have had big problems with it. You know, this is why you see now any word is like it's blurred out, or any image is blurred out, and a lot of YouTube stuff now. Because you know, I find it really bad when you're watching a history channel and you're watching a documentary on the Battle of the Somme or something like that. When they show them going over the top, it's all blurred. I mean, why are we watching it then? You know, and then but then you get videos from Israel and the West Bank. You know, and it's total war, like, and you can see everything. I mean, there is no logic.
They do that. Yeah, we get all these digital creators, that come on and put all sorts of rubbish on try to get into it, all sorts of mischief on our pages. Yeah. I don't know if you know, Biscuit, we get about 20 a day sometimes.
Yeah,
these people that just come up, and some of it is mild porn, some of it is just saying "have a nice day." I don't know what it's all about, really, just to get addresses.
If things like, if you smile, then the world is with you. but there's no reference to it at all, you know, and this can't be seen until it's posted, so it doesn't get posted where there's no.
But they don't stop them, do they?
We don't get as much
fraud, isn't it? Well, you know, you get cyber fraud and all this thing about people. You know, they can't seem to sort of catch anybody doing that. But because the same frauds have been going on for years and years. The money's sent somewhere else, and they seem to get away with it.
We're not getting as much. The word begins with P. You know what I mean? As we used to.
Are we going to have to have conversations now saying the P, the D word, the E word?
Be careful what you say, Kip. We're being watched.
You've always been watched, Con.
I got a warning. I got a warning off YouTube.
About
you're
what?
the K word from now on, Kipper.
Spreading misinformation.
About what? Without saying what it is. Otherwise, you'd be spreading it again.
The C that everybody was worried about a couple of years ago. You know.
I think I can guess.
We're not talking about cancer, you know.
I know.
Oh God, they're not going to get me for that, am I? But anyway, I got a warning saying basically if it happens again in the future, you're going to get a strike, or you can take this questionnaire to find out if you're eligible to be taken off the warning list. So I did the questionnaire, and I get taken off the warning list in January next year.
Yeah.
So we're on probation.
We're on probation. They're watching, you know. So God,
you'll be careful about everything we say from now on. Then, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I find life very strange at the moment. I won't say the place, but I go somewhere sort of 3 times a week, and somebody there was accused of inappropriate behaviour towards ladies. I mean, what he did basically, he's deaf, or near enough deaf, and when he talks to you, even men, he comes very close to you, uncomfortably close. And when he meets women, instead of giving them a kiss on the cheek, he always seems to give them a kiss on the neck. I don't know why. And obviously somebody's complained about it, so they won't tell me who it is, but they banned him for 3 months. And you just think, well, you know, surely there's some. How can people just complain? You don't know who they are. There's no. It's just their word against yours, or 2 people's words.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know you can go to court and all the rest of it and do things, but you don't want that in your life, really, do you?
Not really. No, it's not what you got up in the morning for.
You complain about anybody. They won't know who it is who's complaining, but then you get your ass. Oops, I can't swear. You get your backside kicked for something you didn't even know you'd done by somebody you don't even know who said it about you.
Yeah, it's like, because I said if we complained about the person that runs this establishment, 2 people, would he get the sack or anything? I doubt it. He wouldn't get suspended, I'm sure.
There'd be a possibility of an inquiry, wouldn't there? You know.
Well, no, they wouldn't really, because the people who are inquiring, the people are sort of employed by these people, so they're not going to find guilty, are they?
Yeah. It's all gone PC bonkers, I tell you.
I know it is. It's gone crazy. I mean, unfortunately,
it's this. Again, to come back to that, this it's gone. You can't laugh anymore. Basically, you can't have a laugh at somebody else's expense because they're so precious. They don't understand its humor.
Not allowed to hurt anybody's feelings whatsoever.
It's
so
ridiculous.
therefore, joking, which used to be a bit of banter and a bit of piss taking, is against the law, basically.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I find it's worrying.
It's 1994, isn't it?
84.
Yeah, I've had it on 10 years. So.
Well, it's been a long time since you read the book, is it?
Yeah.
Are we going to gloat about the rugby at all?
No, really.
No, I wasn't gloating. I was sorry to see England lose.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well,
the last team in the UK to be in it, we should have supported the last team.
No.
Unfortunately, I'm with you there, Kipper, but I wouldn't have wanted to win it.
No, well, I was in the King Arthur, and there was a lot of jeering for the opposition.
Yeah.
Don't know whether or not they were just English people on holiday or had some sort of connection with South Africa. I don't know, but
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I actually turned it over because I thought they were looking as if they were going to win because South Africa didn't look as if they were in it. So I turned it over and started watching something else because I just didn't want to see them win. And then later on, I'm not sure if something came up on my phone to see. I saw that England had just narrowly lost. So
you could tell which side the French public were on, though, couldn't you?
Oh
Every
yeah.
time, England did anything, it was boo. Every time someone did something, hey!
yeah.
And then the commentator said they booing the referee, not the players.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, what's happened?
We're up in the stands, up in the stands. Come on, Wales! Come on, Wales!
Looks more like the bloody Senedd.
Yes.
I just found it. Just came
We're all
across.
talking bollocks. It doesn't make a lot of difference, does it? Really?
No, we just, I'll just put it somewhere else then. How's that, Brit? How's that, boys? Is that all right? I just found this. It's really funny.
Why am I taller than everybody else?
I can't get it off now.
Anyway, that's good news from you and mate Kipper if he's going to dig the hole for us.
Yeah, I asked him if I could borrow a postal digger, and he said, "Oh, where was it for?" And I said, rather slate. He said, "Oh, the boys are working in Langland." So I'll tell him anytime, as long as we know where it's going.
Yeah, well, where do we want to put it? Do we want to put it central of the space at the back, to the left, or to the right?
Oh, here we go. Another 6-week debate on where it's going.
That's what I'm saying. It should be fairly easy,
It was to the. We did this last week or the week before, to the right. If we look in from the sea, to the right.
Looking with the sea behind you. Yeah, well, it's going to be on the right where the wheelchair space is, isn't it?
So it should probably be in a bit towards the corner, but
right.
That's what I'd say. But you may find
if they get any problems.
Well, yeah, you may find that there's a big rock underneath.
Yeah,
like I pushed down 3 feet quite easily.
Right.
But, you never know if you come across something. I don't know what they got. They got the dibber thing.
Yeah.
You literally were able to push a peg down 3 feet.
Yeah.
It's probably been dug up, hasn't it, already?
In your hand.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty loose then.
It's all been piled up, isn't it?
Yeah, it's overspilt. And he dug the bit out to get the bench in.
Yeah.
He's chucked it up the side of the hill.
So I think like if you go down this, it's quite solid, to be honest. I mean, there's a lot of rainwater running down it. So I mean, as long as you big enough hole, you'll be all right, I think.
Right.
I mean, you could dig a great big hole, really. It wouldn't make any difference. You could dig 2 holes next to each other. That would probably be even better, wouldn't it? But,
you're going to have to fill it back in there.
Better,
well, you've taken the stuff out, you can fill it back in easy enough, can't you? With a bag of mac sort of thing, Instant, whatever it is, fence postcrete, is it?
Yeah, well, as long as, I mean, obviously, if they know what they're doing, if they know the size of the post, you don't want a massive hole, do you? Because the less you've got to backfill around the post, the better.
Well, no, you've got to put concrete in it, so you need a fair bit to support it. Otherwise, it'll just be in soil, won't it?
Yeah. Well, the best thing to put around it is compacted gravel, because then the posts don't rot.
Yeah. Well, he's going to give me a bag of gravel.
I've got one as well in the house, so that's 2 bags.
Okay, so that's 2 bags of gravel, and then if I would have said if we had like 1 or 2 bags of postcrete or something, if somebody can pick that up. What's the news with the car, Rob?
Can we go back?
Yeah.
So it's going to be like up at the other side, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, great. Something like that, yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to be over here somewhere.
Yeah.
My mouse is now.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
That will sort of form a line almost the way
Yeah,
I
it's
see it.
balance then, isn't it?
Great.
Yeah. Well, I mean, is there need for, as long as somebody goes down there and sort of says, right, you know, we don't need a full gang of us to decide
No.
on a spot, do we?
No,
So
no.
I'll ring in tomorrow to find out when the boys are down there, and I'll arrange then to meet down there in next week.
there we are.
It's not even crucial really, but it would be nice if it was on the line, I think. But
Yeah.
if it's not, it doesn't matter, does it? Really. Oh, I've also, I haven't got it in my hand to be honest. Yes, Friday, Saturday, I had a message that some of the discs are ready for me to pick up.
I was just going to do something about that now.
And she said I couldn't. I was going to pick it up today, but she's away today, so I'll pick it up tomorrow, and hopefully we can drop it off to whoever. and just give it a try.
I've been working on some discs. Because I've done this in incorporating it into the intro of the next Silver Surfers, which is uploaded at the moment.
And all we need then is the dates under at the bottom half.
Is it necessary to have the dates?
I know.
Yeah.
I think the dates would be nice, but you could just have like 53, 62, 78 if you want.
Yeah.
The only problem is, Con, that's very small writing for them to put on, I think. We'll have to talk about that.
Well, I'll show you what it looks like.
You have one in sort of how big are they coming on the screen? It's about the right size, isn't it?
Hang on.
Yeah. Of course, it depends how big your screen is.
Yeah, I just tried to measure it. It's about 50 mil. So.
Hang on. Okay.
They're about the size of the new glass.
You see what I've done here, you know?
Yeah. On the other slide you showed, Cron, was there any reason that you had two for Alan Lloyd?
Yeah, because I was trying them out. They're not finished, you know. I was just trying placing words and stuff like this, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just to see what it looked like and just to play about with them on.
Yeah.
What
font have you used, Con? Because you'll have to, we have to decide on what font.
I could tell you, but I don't know at the moment. It's on my.
Unless I'm mistaken, Kipper, and I could well be. I thought they were sort of handwritten almost.
Yeah. Probably, yeah.
I don't know if she can handwrite.
Mike, the ones you're picking up. Are they just a plain disc?
No, I think I haven't seen them. There's writing on them apparently, or some design on them.
I see.
So,
right.
I can ask if you send me that, Con, your first one.
What, the big one?
Yeah, with all just the disc. What I can do when I go and pick them up, I can show it to her and say, look, what
this one.
Issue with these.
Hang on, I haven't shared it. Oh shit. Okay.
You don't have to do it when you got a chance.
What, this one is it?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, I'll send you that. Yeah.
And then I can ask her, what if there's any issues with them, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Because all I gave her basically was what you've got there, say Johnny Hatton, with the date at the bottom, nothing in the middle.
Yeah.
Because I'm like. Yeah, I don't know. Biscuit probably found this out. Every letter you put on anything, it costs you an awful lot more.
Well, yeah, because I did some nice ones up with just photographs of people, just lightly posed into the middle of it as well. They were looking really good. They were fantastic.
I'd like to see one. Well, you see, we got Dave where's it going now? Dave Fryer. I'm looking. Is it one on here?
Yeah, Dave Fryer, Life's a Beach.
Life's a Beach surf legend. If you just have the surfer on the bench type of thing, you know, just like he was in the Surfer Mag.
Okay, well, what I'll do that. I'll put a couple of discs in with the surfer on it. Okay.
You know, we did talk about nicknames as well, but you know.
Well, I put Bones in here, see? Like Alan Lloyd is Lloydie, but you know, there's 2 Alan Lloyds on this one as well, you see?
Yeah.
Just trying out different, the right NBE I got in it as well.
I'm just concerned that she might have difficulty trying to write that on.
Well, no, this is not an example to follow exactly with the same font. It's just
having to write that small.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just an idea.
Yeah. With regards, I understand what you're saying, Mike, with regards to the amount of letters, but when I was, if this works out great with the ceramic things, great. All I'd like to be able to do is to get these stuck on there in the dry on the post while it's in Andy's. I don't know if that's possible.
I'll get the tube of that CT1.
How many do you want to get stuck in then?
Well, if we can get all 20, it would be great.
Yeah, but whatever happens, within sort of 3 months, we probably have to put another 20 up or whatever, won't we?
Well, that's okay. We got 80 indents on
yeah,
that.
No, I'm saying we'd have to put them up in the weather anyway. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I
don't think it matters with the adhesive we'll be using because you can use it underwater.
Yeah, I mean, I'll see how I haven't asked because we haven't really decided. I just said to her with the name and the date. I mean, it may be longer putting more stuff on. It's I don't know. I don't know the process.
Like
I think
with some
is that you do it once, then you put the writing on, you fire it, then you put the writing on, then you glaze and fire it, then you do that glaze and firing again. So I think that's the process. So I think once the writing is done, that's a major work. It's just a matter of then putting them in and out of the kiln for 3 hours.
It depends if you want to have them a uniform layout or random in the way she's writing it. Because if you had it printing them on paper, and then that would just go on top of the disc before she starts glazing it, they'd all look the same. But is that what people want?
I know with the guy in the market, he didn't stipulate that the more letters, the more it was going to cost. He just makes a template on his computer, types in what he wants on it, and the computer does the rest. I can understand with somebody engraving, they would charge per letter, perhaps, but in his particular way of doing it, it wouldn't matter whether you had 3 words on it or 23 words. It wouldn't
be
make
very
a
surprised
difference.
they don't charge for the letter. But
Sorry?
It just seems to me that's how they make their money. By the more they put
No, in his case, it's because of the process. It's the same as Andy over there with the signpost. The price wasn't dependent on the length of the words on there. He didn't say to me, well, it's £300 if you have this written on it, but if you want a couple of extra words, it's another 50 quid or something like that. It was the fact that he had to set it up for each sign and do it either side. That's what dictated the price.
She could get some Letraset and stick them on, couldn't she? And then glue them on.
I don't know how she does it. She may well. It may well be done by machine.
It can, yeah. It's like when you do it on cups, you print on cups. It's in a film and you just float them on.
You just stick it on, wait for it to dry, and glaze over it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's exactly what she does. So in that case, it would be fine.
Yeah.
You could do those as they are, Con, with the dates underneath, and then she could have a sheet of those and just cut them out and stick them on, and away you go.
Yeah.
So that, I mean, that's great. If you're going to get a couple of discs off for tomorrow or whatever, where are we with regards to the QR code?
Nowhere.
I asked her about that as well, and she said she's never done one before. So she said she was going to look into it, and she said I'll have to do a few experiments. And I said to her, look, I said, don't waste your time doing that if you don't know. I mean,
we can sort that out.
I would have thought the QR
just get one and stick it on the post, can't you?
To have a QR code, it's got to go to somewhere, and they would go to a site, a website, or a Facebook page. So we would have to set up a Facebook page, the Langland Bench Facebook page, or something like that.
What about the Silver Surfers? Is there access to that from outside?
Yeah, we got it as a private group.
Yeah, but we don't want to do that, do we? This has got to be a public page, isn't it?
Yes. What about the what other public websites have we got access to?
We could have a Silver Surfers fans only page.
I would say that we could create a totally new public page for the bench.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That anybody that scans the code gets automatic access to it.
Right.
And can see what they've got to do to get a name desk on there.
Because we could just pin up the process to the procedure, if you want, how to do it in the introduction or something like that.
Yeah.
Once you've got it set up, as you said, Mike, we could approach the Langland lifeguards to take over the running of it after we're not on this planet.
They've got a website, haven't they?
Do they?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they got a website. I'm just wondering. I've also got a few people I know that got websites. I didn't know if we could do a link using their websites. So we basically link it to their websites rather than have our own websites, which will...
Yeah, you can do that. It means you go to their website and then there's another link within their website too.
Yeah. So if it was, say, Langland Lifeguards or whatever, if they got a website, they could just link into that sort of thing.
But the QR code would take you straight there.
Yeah, I think Sam's idea, was it Sam who came up with the thing of putting the names and the dates and the stories on a spreadsheet? Was that him?
Yeah, Sam, yeah. Sam just contacted Silver Surfers as well. He's not coming on tonight because he's got caught up in some business. And he was asking if we're talking about the discs and what we're going to put on it. So I just give him a thumbs up, and he said he'd have a look at the chat later.
So does the website has to exist before the QR code is created then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Well, we need to decide and find out what we're doing then with it.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, there's not a huge rush to do that. It's got to be done, but I think it's quite time consuming for whoever does do it, to be honest.
Well, the thing you do, you set up a Facebook page for it, and us all as mods. Now everybody has to go into it now and again to find out if anybody needs anything. You know.
What are you going to think about? I mean, I'm no guru with it, but I've done a bit on websites. If you're going to piggyback a website onto, let's say, for example, the lifeguards website, we would need admin access to update it.
No, we're not really doing it. They'd be taken over from us, wouldn't they?
We've got to set it up, and then they then administrate it.
And you think that they would be prepared to take it over?
Don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
I have to ask them. Anybody know anyone from the lifeguards?
All I'm saying is, I understand what you're saying, that there's no rush to do it, but as soon as this post goes up and there's discs on there, people are going to start asking, how do I get my father on there?
Well,
Maybe we don't want to do it then.
go on there, sorry.
Pardon?
Your father can't go on it, sorry.
No, I'm not saying my father. I'm just saying
Your
anybody's
dad used to
father.
like Langland, didn't he?
He
Yeah.
did. But no, I'm not going that way. But whoever comes on, and if you want to have admin access, you've got to find out first of all if somebody's prepared to have it piggybacked onto their website. What implications is that going to have? I personally think that it's easier to have a Facebook page. And that's easy for all of us to...
Yeah, but you can't access information off a Facebook page, can you?
Yeah.
Who can't?
Well, if you go to the Facebook page, how do you then access all the information that's on the post?
Well, he posted up in an admin announce.
All you do is put a post, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can have files, can't you? You know, there's going to be... nothing's going to be the perfect scenario, is there? There's going to be a problem whichever way you decide to do it.
Well, the problem is someone has to administrate it, and that's the big issue.
Yeah, and you know,
putting someone's name and a history of what they've done is easy enough once you've got a website up there.
Yeah,
very simple. But if someone has to administrate it, someone has to monitor it, and then check.
I was talking to some people that, you know, I don't know if you know, there's a new website come up about the history of Mumbles. I
think I've seen it come up. Yeah.
Yeah, they digitalize all the information basically. They've got a website.
Hang on a second, right? I've just got, excuse me, I'm breaking in here. So I've just got this up. Where is it? Yeah.
There's no time.
Okay, we got a couple of minutes. But in this one, look, we got files here, okay? So these are PDF files. So we could actually put a PDF file up in it.
Yeah.
You see? Oh, this is a music file, I think. I'm not sure. Yeah. I think these are PDFs, I think.
Yeah. Well, they're easy enough to do, aren't they?
But only you can access them, Con, I think.
No, I don't think so. This is just, hang on, I'll just go to Langland. No, it's there. This is the Langland site, files.
I go to all of Langland. What do I get?
And there's a PDF file, or whatever, you know.
I would say if you're a member of a group, you can access the files, because I'm in some private groups and I can access files and I got no admin access to them. So if it's a public group, I would say there's files there, anybody can access them. And it would be better to create them as PDF files. And that would be something that would say, don't use a spreadsheet, which is Sam's suggestion. It would be easier to use a table in Word that's easier to save as a PDF file.
Yeah. You
have
to be a member to access any information. That's the trouble, isn't it?
All right. Well, they can join, can't they?
Yeah, but Langland's, I love Langland's a public site.
It's a free for all for joining now. You can join whenever you want.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it to act. I think you've got to be a member to join to access all the information. That's as if they're interested. They're going to want to join anyway.
As well, Biscuit, you could have a blank PDF file. We just put your name in, blah 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 blah.
Can't have a blank PDF file.
No, how do you say that then? A skeleton file, not a skeleton file. A file with all the things in it. You know, like what was the name, when was he born, when did he die.
Well, they would just put a post on there. I'd like his name is so and so so and so. You know, it was whatever in Langland, and he was born so and so, so and so, and died so and so, so and so,
Yeah.
and then somebody out of us would say, yeah, okay, get a disc made, that'll be 40 quid, whatever.
I think I don't know if are we talking on different things? You were talking about selling discs, and I thought we were talking about the information about the person that was up there.
Well, it's all to do with the same thing, I think.
How much information are we going to put on the disc? The name,
It was name and
Date.
date,
name and date,
But-
and a nickname in the middle or something in the middle.
Yeah. Or a
Tennis
symbol.
or whatever they did or something like that. And if you ain't got a nickname, you put tennis like Viv Gunn, tennis coach,
Yeah.
surfer, something like that, you know. But
Whatever they want and are prepared to pay for, they can have.
yeah,
yeah.
if they can get it on, if you can get it on.
But
And again, if we want to standardize the layout by
Well,
having
so-
like John's done, and you can print them off and just hand them, or you just send them
It's
over.
got to
They can-
be, I would have said it's got to be standardized to make
Yeah.
it simpler for the girl that's making them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it could go tits up on everybody. For the
Oh,
fact that
you know, you got
avoided
green
all
ones,
the
yellow ones, blue ones, black ones, white
Yeah.
ones,
what
and
have we got on this? 40 minutes.
yeah, we should be. We'll be
Less
up
than a
now
minute.
in a couple of seconds. We're gonna come back. Yeah, because I
Yeah,
think
sure.
this is
I'll
worth
come
talking.
back.
All right, this is worth talking
I
about,
don't
isn't it?
talk about it every week.
Yeah,
Try to get sorted out what we're going to do.
yeah,
Get out of the way.
yeah.
And the rest you come back.
All right, yeah, but yeah, well, I'm coming back. Are you coming back?
Yeah, I'll come back for a bit.
How long is it? 6 minutes.
9. I'll just keep an eye on Silver Surfer.